3. Speed of YM double short on the YM3. Speed of YM52.
Mic check, mic check. Are we online? Oh, just got a 16 Enigma there. Just missed that one. All right. Yeah, let's get to it.
Double delta EAM on the 4.
What's our time?
NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ.
10:53, coming up to the top of the hour in about 7. And market is looking like we are running wild.
Double delta EAM on the 1. Divergence down and double delta NQ on the 5.
Not sure if my
NQ on the 3. Fib.YM on the 1.
news is updated, because this is showing we only have 2 things. No, that can't be right. I see jolts and President Trump speaking at like like 5 p.m. Eastern. It's got to be more than that. We got adopted no longer orders. I am sorry, did not get things going yesterday with the live stream Mentorship Monday. I'm gonna make it up to you if you give me a chance. It is wild today. So I grabbed a couple there while I was trying to get the live stream up here.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with the news. So I'm gonna type exclamation mark news in the chat here. 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 12. Okay. I mean, there's not that much news, but the market is definitely going wild right about now at 10:55. So about 5 minutes till the top of the hour here. And
touch YM on the 89.
Let's see, we've got a Titanic zone over here. Let's see if we can have that work for us.
Touch NQ on the 89.
All the bottom of it. Except my hotkeys are not working. Or did I just lock everything up? Oh, I just locked it up? Come on now.
Double delta EAM on the 1. Fib.YM on the 1. Fib.YM on the 29. YM65.
Okay, I'm gonna have to close out my NQ3's chart because that's lagging hard.
Enigma short on the NQ5. Double delta EAM on the 1. Double delta EAM on the 2.
Huge play. Thank you, NQ. So before I was so ugly jacked here. Can we see the Titanic zone on the 5s? The Titanic zone on the 5s, yanked it down, pulls it out right there at the bottom. Here are the adds. So I started going in right here, added right here after the Super AO. Got a little nervous when we came up here, but we got a 12.5. Could have been a big loser. Ultimately ended up closing out as we dropped in right there. Might be. Well, shoot. Didn't quite get to 10K. Was close. Was close. Titanic zone. A lot of movement here. I'm not going to be able to walk through everything with the speed. I can just tell. I closed out my NQ3 chart. So let's talk about performance. So we're getting a few. performance related tickets. If you are lagging, make sure you go back to my previous live stream where I went through some of the performance items that I talk about every morning, or what things you should do every morning. I'm going to go into see hashtag wisdom. We go into trading wisdom. If anybody has a question on the Titanic Zone, didn't know what we were talking about there, please type in the chat. Type a 1 if you know, 2 if we need to review. While I pull this up here. Here we go. We got it in the wisdom section. Somebody captured for us, and then I grabbed it and dragged it over here. There it is. Every morning, run that bat file inside our NT folder that we put in there for you. It will clear the cache folder and all that kind of stuff. Talked about this in detail in that prior video. Real-time protection, turn that off. Up the bar size. If it's hot, what does that mean? If the market is hot, if it's going like crazy, okay? If the volatility is up, you're not going to be able to run down there on the 1s through 3s, okay? You're going to have to bump that up. So even my 3 right now, too hot. Had to close out my 3s. I have NQ5s for NQ. Now, you may not have, you're probably not going to have to do that for other instruments, but all you people who are, and you know who you are, who are like, I don't know why my thing's falling by in 4 minutes. Okay. Just trust me, bro. All right, quick CPU and lasso. CPU lasso. Got a video on that one. If you don't know what we're talking about, just go run the video. Get that installed real quick. Next one. Some of you guys, after the install, you know, I hear things like, but this has run fine for years for me. And now all of a sudden this latest release and it's not working. No, it's working. You just got to stop using your old templates. Just rebuild on the new install. Rebuild. And when in doubt, like I kind of proved out that the main thing is do not use your old workspaces, please. Do not use your old workspaces. I don't think you realize how much difference we put into the templates and when we make parameter changes so that we can enhance the system. Your XML files are corrupt at that point. They don't work. You're fighting yourself internally. Okay. Any questions around any of that stuff? Go ahead and feel free to open up a ticket. One of the major things we'll be watching for today for the big moves, watch for the jaggedness on the MACVs. Okay. Here and here. Got some examples there for you in the wisdom section as well. Go check those out. We will be doing some videos around those, so if you've been wondering kind of my schedule, I have been working with a new team trying to get our website going, so it takes time to work with a new team and all that kind of stuff to get things going.
Lower bands touch YM on the 29.
It was, oh, awesome, Edward. Thank you for sharing that with me. I was worried about your machine, but I could tell. I could tell it was a heat thing. That's an easy fix right there. That reminds me to get the text here on screen. We are so close to a 10K. I just gotta tap it over.
Touch YM on the 89.
Here we go. Oops. Do it. Bit bigger, huh?
Enigma short.
There it is.
On the 2.
After you got that AIO that I was talking about, awesome. I thought that was it. I figured that was going to be it, and I'm glad it was just that. All right, let me get always on top here for Tide Wave. Okay, there was my 10K right there. Just saw that come in with a super AO.
Double delta.
Nice drop out there.
Double delta.
I'm gabbing away too much to have taken advantage of that one.
Double delta EM on the 1.
So here this morning, so I'm looking back to see, did we have some jaggedness right before the big moves? Yes, we did. Look at that. Looks like a saw blade right there. See that saw blade? You see that right there? No, those are nice. Okay, here we go. Jagged, big dropout. this is the only one I see where it didn't necessarily get a big move. Although, let's see. Yeah, you could debate it.
Enigma
but those do give away the hints that a big move is coming. Does not give you direction. Remember, we want two things for our direction. We want the arrow and the nerd. 2 steps here this morning. I am really focused on those, especially if we come into the golden ropes. And I just had a conversation with Alpha yesterday, and I walked him through kind of talking about the exception to that rule is when the arrow had pushed into a direction and we've moved up into a masher, the masher can throw it back the other way. So just be careful on those. If you're running into a masher location, you're like, but the nerd is red and the arrow was red, so I went short. Yeah, you went short right into a masher, right? And the masher higher time frame might be pushing it back up and in at that point. So that's the only area where you might want to have some caution. Remember that major play comes really towards the inside of the fiddle zone and just around the edges. Okay. Any questions around those? Pop them in the chat. We'll try to get them answered today. Late to get here. No worries, Dork. Hey, I messed up everybody's schedule because I wasn't there yesterday for Mentorship Monday and coming in late today from being up late trying to do website stuff last night. The new website's going to look real cool, I think. It's going to be awesome. But man, websites take a lot of work. Okay, we got red arrow and red nerd. I got fingers over the cell. Could have taken that shark cipher there. Red arrow. Red nerd.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
I see you, NQ. Waiting on an entry here. Here comes the crab. Straight up into it, into a cipher. Okay, never mind. We're strong by now. Scratch that. Wow, did we skip? There's a rare skip right there. Wow, look at that. We skipped moderate buy and went straight from neutral to, hey, I'm going straight to strong buy. So all 4 correlated instruments popping up there.
Short on the NQ64. Enigma short on the NQ105.
Okay, I got a super Enigma. Yeah, we're trading NQ as well.
YM on the 29.
All right, let's see if this one's going to go here. If this one will get me to my 10K or... So it's a super moonshot short here. See if we're going to get my 20 tick target off of it. It's already stopped out back behind here. Let's see if it's going to give it to me. Going against 2 things here.
2-finger YM on the 29. Fib.YM.
All right, here's king timing. We're going to keep climbing. Oh boy.
YM on the 2. Double delta.
Right into the open with a double ready DD.
Double delta on the 1.
Getting torn up here for trying to go against the 2 things I just said. We got super strong buy and the green arrow here
DCDM
right prior to lunch, right at the open.
Double short on the line.
Okay, there's my short over here.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Targets filled on that one. That got me to my 10K, but I am giving it back on this crazy NQ move here. This is not good. Right at the open. Let's see if we can peel back for me.
Enigma short on the YM1 on the
Need to crack that diamond.
Double delta and Enigma short on the YM1.
Okay, there's an Enigma 21. See if we can get me pushed down here.
Upper bands touch YM on the 20. Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 2. Double delta EM on the 2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, that might be the end there. That's retail stepping in right there on that white cross. Gonna have to take the loss like a boss.
29. Speed of YM 50.
Okay, so I should have closed out on that white cross. That's retail stepping in short right there, and they're gonna play against it. All right, I'm gonna kill it.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Oh man, what a big loser. All right, so had the great play right inside. This is a very interesting scenario here. So we came, dipped, and then totally ripped up here on the way. We've got another
on the 29.
double ready DD coming in at S1 up top,
On the 2. Enigma short on the
right at the
YM2.
prior close. Just need an entry.
Upper bands touch YM on the 20.
We're on a masher on the Dow. This has been a straight leg up move on the Dow here, up into S1.
Hook long YM on the 1. Speed of YM 60. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, there's a structure. Just need an order flow event.
J hook long YM on the 2. Touch YM on the 20. NQ on the 89.
Okay, so I thought there was going to be a play coming up in there. Oh, there's my Enigma.
Double delta EM on the 1. Divergence down.
Push me back down into the open. Can hold to the opposing signal. We're at the bottom of the channel.
Speed of YM 61. Double delta EM on the 1.
All right. Tried to get a little bit more out of that one.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Right back to the open. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Upper bands touch YM.
What a rip. So let's move over here to the left. Let me show you what just happened right there. Big, gigantinormous push up there on the Dow. Oh, that's not too big. It's not too big. It just looks that way. And NQ exaggerated. It's like 3 times that move. Remember, NQ is going to move 3 times as much as the Dow, about 5 times more than RTY. So about a 600 ticker there on the NQ. So could have avoided that by simply staying with the green and green, but I thought we were coming up into a masher. We did. But then that just happened to be some scenario there where it double humped. So lost my opportunity to have taken that one as a push up to my 10K there. A lot of speed, a lot of volatility, a lot of opportunity. Okay, we got the second divergence firing in here. On the 8s.
Speed of YM68. Speed of YM68.
Yeah, the nerd and the arrow. Right now they're in opposite to one another. We've got red arrow and moderate buy. And we are inside the fill zone. So really just going to wait until those two line up for me.
Double delta EM on the 29.
570. Yeah, Missile, I was just talking about that. I just literally said don't be on the twos here this morning.
Speed of YM62. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Yeah, your PC is not going to be able to keep up with that on the twos.
Fib.YM on the 1.
Super volatility in right now.
Two finger delta E89. Enigma short on the YM1.
Okay, that is a nice super Enigma. Let's see, we're green and red, so they're in opposition to one another. This could be dangerous. Got to close this out right back behind the Enigma if it doesn't go. Adding as it break. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Holy shnikes. All right, gonna kill it. Taking the loss like a boss. Holy cow. Okay, who set that one up? My. And I just noticed. Should have called out Jagged there.
YM on the 1.
Very wild. Good morning, Petro.
Fib.YM
Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to mark this one. I use F11. Someone was asking the other day. I use F11 to mark those.
Enigma short on the YM.
That was a winner. Okay, and I'm going to go for the Enigma one more time here. Cruising for a bruising. Going to increase trade size, so stop above the Enigma.
Double delta NQ.
I'm going to add a hard stop back behind it
Double delta
in case it rips. But it ripped in my direction, so thank you very much. I'll take that one with the moonshot short right there.
Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 4. Fib.YM on the 1.
Okay, we are still moderate buy, and now I am just literally waiting for a green arrow here on the MACV to get with the nerd. Or if both of these go red inside here, you know the drill. I'm just looking for these two to be correlated, and I'll take my shot. Okay, we got get ready. Don't have these two things correlated right now, so I'd like to see them get in with it. Waiting on an arrow, but I will try to take the next play here. We had a delta shift. There it is. Get ready, get ready. We have a super duper. Left hand buy, right hand sell. Okay, 143. You're gonna give me a 20 bag. I saw 18.
Fib.YM on the 8. Speed of YM54. Fib.ym on the 29. Double delta EM on the 1.
Add to my position there. Let's see. Got a pink dot on the 8s. So there is a higher time frame with it. Okay. 4 runners.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Trying to hold to the opposing signal there. And there we go. Closed it out all the way down on the bottom of the channel there. Morning, Diego. I think they're trying to wipe out the shorts there. Possible. So remember, we're still before lunch. We still have like about an hour.
Double delta EM on the 29.
Till lunch. So yeah, we don't necessarily have to have that midday pivot yet. All right, just got that Enigma off of the 5s on NQ.
Speed of YM53.
Quick one inside of that little narrow zone on the 5s. We've got red arrow, green nerd.
2-finger YM
Waiting for the best play where they're lined up.
Enigma short on the YM2. DCDM NQ on the 5.
Good morning, JJ Kelly. Good to see you.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 1. Fib.ym on the 1.
Yeah, we have this is a rare super dot. So I'm looking for, I want a nice short here, off of the 29, although, you know what? I don't think I'm on the proper range. Will somebody give me the proper range for the optimized range here for the Dow to save me a look up there?
On the 29.
If you already have the Dow up, let me know. I think that's from last week. I did not trade yesterday, so back from the weekend. I think that was from last week. Good morning, John. Good to see you, sir. $37, thank you. All right, 37 range. Okay, so it is, yeah, we have a red dot there. We don't have, so on the 29, we also have a ready DD there
on the 1.
to enhance it. But yeah, I do think, yeah, there it goes.
Fib.ym on the 1.
Okay, we got a red dot for the continuation. Terrible entry there.
Lower bands touch and
Yikes.
on the lower bands short touch and double delta.
Alright, taking a loss. Holy cow.
101. Enigma short on the YM short on the YM2.
Going too fast to even react here. Wow, crazy.
Divergence down YM on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 1. DCDM on the 1.
Alright, I'm going to try to change this on the fly. Hopefully it doesn't lock up on me, but I'm going to go to the AlgoBox 2s
Lower bands
here on the Dow.
89. Double delta EM on the 2.
The Dow's even getting too hot for the normal stuff. And yeah, 2s are looking real juicy there too. Oh man, missed those. I had a feeling there was some good stuff on the 2s. Yeah, you could just kind of feel it.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Setting up there. There's a double delta shift here. I'm going to try for a double delta shift here, see if that's going to be a little fake out here or not. I do have that DDSR addiction problem I have. I might go a little too much on those. Like scenarios like right now, we are red on the nerd, red arrow, but that's a double delta shift. So let's see. Oh, it's a triple now. Okay, so I'm looking for my 40 bag on one of these.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta YM on the 2.
I'm going to peel half at 15 here, and I need to get a measure.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Okay, so that's 50, so 40 is going to be right about here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Speed of YM 69. Fib.ym on the 2. Two finger YM on the 37.
I'm going to bail on it ahead of time. Oh, it went all the way. Okay, well, there it goes. There's the 40 ticker on the double delta shift. DDSR hype in the chat. I just wanted to be a little farther ahead in my P&L. DDSR was the 40 tick opportunity, showing up there and all the way up to the white line on the 40 bag. Trap behind it, so nice. There's the trap, and let's see, from the dot itself, yeah, 63. So remember what I'm looking for on those moves. They're usually about 50 to 75, and a very common, like the mode is in the 60s for how many ticks that will move from the pivot after the delta shift. And so I try to grab 40 out of it. I'm rarely going to grab the entire thing. That one was pretty close because I did add in on the dot pivot there for the trap. Yeah, DDSR is just too good. Yeah, I have hi, my name is Vinny, and I have a problem. I'm addicted to DDSR. if a DDSR shows up, I'm pretty much going to play it. And sometimes I go a little too heavy on it because I love it so much.
DCDM YM on the 2.
I can't really help myself. Alright, we might have a DCDM here. Are we red and red? We are. Alright, I'm going to give this a shot here with the red dot back behind it. Target down there at the DCDM line there. Decent sized move there. Stop going to be behind that dot. Target all the way down here, and that would be a pretty big one. Wow, that's a 63 tick dropout if it goes. We have nerd red, arrow red inside the fiddle zone. DCDM play. The red dot back behind it was going to play the re-entry. Yikes, late Nate just showed up. Ooh.
Speed of YM 56. Speed of YM
okay,
56.
So gotta probably bail on this now. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Alright, so late Nate showed up. Not cool, bro.
NQ on the 5.
So late Nate came and ruined the party. That means this is actually more like a potential PRZ cross there towards S1.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay. More late Nates to the party here.
Divergence of YM on the 2.
Split cross reversal.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Divergence on the 8s.
Fib dot YL on the NQ on the 5.
Another late Nate. Probably about to get long any second.
Fib dot YM on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib dot YM on NQ on the 89.
Never really got an easy green play in there, but that was
Enigma short on the NQ5.
retail getting all stepped up in there.
Speed of YM 62. Lower bands touch
Up
NQ
into the
on
shark.
YM 77. Double delta EM on the 4.
What's the time? 11:30. So we got about 30 minutes till the nooner. Okay, we have a green and green now. So looking for the long, and I do think that was all retail getting trapped in there. So this is what it looks like over here. Yeah, we also had the big green arrow helped with the idea there that okay, we got to bail on that DCDM. Late Nates, and now let's talk about crowns. So crowns or valleys. Type crown or valley. Remember, we're going down, so you have to invert it. As we're coming down, are the crosses on the crowns, or are they in the valleys? Type the word crown, or type the word valley in the chat, and we'll talk about how we knew that it would continue on that direction of the rally, or go back down the other way.
Upper bands touch NQ
Yep,
on the
crown, we're going down, back the other direction. Yeah, sorry, trying to had late nights trying to work on the updated website.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
And we got media changes and graphic changes and setting stuff up for affiliates. Exciting times. But yeah, I was not able to make Mentorship Monday yesterday. Sorry about that. Okay, coming right into this shark back here.
Speed of YM53. Speed of YM53.
Could probably grab a quick bag here. Coming up, are we in a masher yet?
Double delta NQ.
Pretty close. Yes, those of you guys who typed crown, it was not the valley. Those were, so it's weird. Remember that, so it's inverted. We probably need to talk about that topic here. Probably a good spot to do it here. So here's what we're talking about. And we're going to do an inverted one because, okay, most of the time when we're talking about crowns and valleys, we're generally, you know, we talk about them in terms of the long side, but no, remember that the opposite and the inverse is going the other way. Okay, so this was a scenario where we had been coming down.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Okay, so now you're trying to figure out, okay, are we going to keep going down or are we coming back up? When the retail starts to show up, that's what's giving it away. So as we're coming up and in and up and in, where the crowns show up is what matters. I'm sorry, where the crosses show up matters. So we had them coming in. There's one here, one right here, that one right here. Yes, I think we had one right here. So there was one exception to the rule, but it's really, you know, that basically same spot. Probably the same guy adding to his position. So this is the opposite when we say crowns or valleys. Okay, so technically that one right there,
upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
That's a valley on the directional play. Okay, because he came up, he's looking in the valley, and it's just as simple as going, okay, every up move, you got a retailer going, oh, I think it's going back up. Well, if we got a bunch of those here, well, then that means that retail thinks that we're going back up, so we're likely going down. But in this case, most of it was on the crown. Oh, did I just jack that up? Oh, I just pressed the wrong button and my snag it showed up. Okay. Simple as this. Crown, crown. Our rhyme to remember this is when they're on the crown, we're going down. Now, down meaning the opposite. Remember, when if everything is in context of the long, then short, opposite. So down is actually up.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
So on the crown, we're going down. Are these on the crowns? Yes, top of the crowns, which is at the bottom of the crowns because we're opposite. It's like playing opposite day. I get it. It's like a double negative, but that's what we're doing here, okay? So one in a crown, we're going down, so we're likely going back up, and that's exactly what happened right there. And so that canceled out my thought that, okay, that's going to keep going down. It was just too slow. You'll start to learn, you know, the feeling of that price action, and it'll become easier. All right, grabbing that quick 15 on the NQ. We are on the shift. We got red arrow and we've got red nerd. Fingers over the sell here. On this pop-up, I'm going to grab it short here.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Awesome, my friend. I guess I need to make a video on that. I have talked about that so many times, but I know even like yourself, Epic, I know you're in a lot of our live streams, but you had not picked up on that. Do you recall me talking about that? So I'm kind of curious sometimes, like even the regulars, sometimes there's late Nate. All right, I'm gonna close out. Some of the regulars, if you miss those, or did you? Have you seen that? You know what? Was that like a refresher, or was that kind of, did that feel like that was new to you? I've done a much longer and deeper, I mean, yeah. When I launched the affiliate program, I was hoping that there would be some people that were going to take my content and clip it up and, like hang out in the live streams, use it as content and repost, but, wishful thinking. So I'll have to come back through my content and do it myself. I was trying to, I try to do those both things where it's like, I can have best of both worlds. I can come out here, I can trade, and YouTube can also get handled at the same time. Okay, we got a double ready DD red on NQ.
Fib.ym on the 37.
So any second here. Are we still red? Oh no, we're on buy side. Okay. Prior close. Let's see how we react here.
DCDM YM on the 2.
Top of the zone. There's a shark back right there. Okay, so I've done those trainings several times. So that's why I'm always like, even some of the regulars don't pick up on them because they're lost in the live streams. Don't worry, we are developing. I'm developing a team to do it myself. But yeah, Don, you're working on it. I see you working on a lot of things, man. I just, so I popped back out there and looked at Twitter. Hadn't been on Twitter in a while, but I'm warming that back up to get the Vinny Emini is coming back. And okay, so we got a delta shift here with a 15.1. That is a super AO. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting short on that, but holy shnikes, I feel like I just ran right in the middle of a train. What just popped in right there? Holy cow! Okay, there's a red dot.
Double delta YM on the 2.
I am jumping in front of a train here. It feels like holy shnikes. What is it with these moves today? Okay, there's a red. Okay, I'm just going to be halfing out of this thing. Holy shnikes.
NQ on the 5.
If it's going to let me out. I'm going to have to... Going to make me take a loss on a boss, huh?
Speed of YM 77. Speed of YM 77.
There's prior low. Just going up there to kind of touch it. See if we're going to...
Upper bands touch NQ
live
on
through
the
it.
89.
We're at a masher area. The only reason I'm even still looking to hold this is we're on a masher. I mean, like way up here on a masher. We just popped in a 13.4. All right, I'm gonna half up there. I don't know. It could launch here. We just went back strong buy.
Enigma short YM on the 2. Speed of YM 51. Fib.ym on the 2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch YM on the 37. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Don't you do it.
Divergence down YM on the 8th.
All right, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the loss on the nose here. I don't know what it's about to do here. It's sitting on that prior low, and maybe it just wants to launch up into the prior day's range. So we get up into that low. Where's the next S? Oof, way up there. Too risky, unfortunately. Low. So let's see. Strong buy now. So we tapped into the masher. So just a moment ago, the idea was to catch the masher up top, which we did. It gave a little down, but now I don't know. She's gonna run. We're a little bit early for the noonday pivot. So let's just see what she gives. We're just gonna stick to playing the two-stepper. Nerd plus arrow. Okay, is that late Nate? Let's see. That might be a late Nate, so that might be a quick reversal here.
Upper bands double delta NQ on the 85. Fib.ym on the 2.
Killing half on this NQ. Level 15. Into the double king timing. Targets filled for 10K on the day. Butamus. 15 all the way down. Added to it.
Fib.ym on the
Butamus. Level 15 on the 5s.
Upper bands touch
for a little snag bag.
37.
Okay, we got a red arrow. Now let's see if we get the nerd with it. Red arrow has just shown up, and we're right there at that prior low. Divergence, red arrow. Now, we need the nerd to come with us. This thing could, you know how it is. These things can continue to rip. We got to play bags before we can grab, I don't know, what's bigger than a bag? Balloons? Tapped up in the prior low. Thanks, Late Nate. Everybody type Late Nate in the chat. Get familiar with him. Play against Late Nate. There's Late Nate. He was getting convinced. He's like, it's very convincing to the long side. And then there's like, okay, I'm going to get long. Okay, guys, I'm getting long. All right, so that's a Mike Schwartz room getting wrecked right there. We don't want to play with them. So Late Nate helping out with that reversal. Remember, up. Oh, there's a 12. Oh, terrible entry there. Little halfsies. I don't mind. I'll grab a little bag. So on the Dow, we did have that 20.3 up there pumped in right up above, and then we anchor down. So we're going to find out if this is kind of the trap and dump or not.
Divergence up YM on the 8. Speed.ym on the 3. Fib.ym on the 37. DCDM on the 2. DCDM on the 2. DCDM on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 2.
Are you ready?
Okay, so that was a heck of a headshot right there. So let's see, what did retail do here? So we clustered and popped up here. Prior low. What's our time? 11:49.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the like button. Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap, hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. Vinny Emini, AlgoBox, they the kings of the trade. ICT, you a joke, your strategies just a charade. Michael J, huddles.
All right, I'm going to take a quick coffee break here.
Trade alive, but
Get a refill.
Vinny got strategies. He be stacking them pips.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Algorithms making money flip. ICT,
In the meantime, you guys make sure and smash that like button for me.
you ain't got the skills, just a trade sheet. We traded more.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Vinny, mini, mini, AlgoBox, we bring the flame. ICT, Michael J, all this frauds on display. In the trading industry, the ones that pave the way. Whoa.
They disbelieved on the
Double
base
delta
basis
NQ on the
I
5.
was taking every single trade that I showed examples of. And normally, I do a pretty in-depth editing process.
Dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do.
J hook short NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 8. Divergence down YM on the 8.
What's her name? Sometimes to love someone.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Stranger.
Fib.ym on the 2. Enigma short on the NQ5. Fib.ym on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Alrighty then. Let's see. I should have turned on that accidental money button there. The 12.5. That's like, as I was downstairs grabbing my coffee, I was like, I should have put on full auto. Alpha Trader X in the house. Good morning, sir. All right, reheated coffee in hand. So we're coming into the noon hour. Remember, there's a transitional shift right there. Let me turn that music down to at 3%.
Double delta EM on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Let me change the music here.
Fib.ym on the 8.
Let's get hype here. Okay, that super AO is very tempting.
Double delta EM on the 2.
But I'm trying to hold off here because I got red here. But let's see if this is calling the bottom into a masher. So technically we're at
EM on the 2.
we're at a masher, because this has been, I mean, we've only come down to here every time here this morning. But remember, we're coming into, I just said we were shifting, right? We're shifting.
Enigma short.
Look at that. And that is the first time we've come out of that farther than normal. Oh, is that a double delta shift? Don't make me look at it. This is that one that I'm saying I need some mental help. I acknowledge that I need mental help on DDSRs. I'm skipping that one. Is this the 40 tick target from before? I drew that white line.
54.
It's so tempting. It's so tempting. We're all the way into a masher here. I'm going to measure it. 40 ticks up. But I did not take this. There's strong sell, red arrow, double red, so green. But again, these can oftentimes call the bottom up move. But remember, we are shifting right now. It's the nooner.
Delta RTYM on the 2.
Oh,
Double delta.
you know I want to.
5.
All right, I'm going to tap that. I'm going to tap it. I'm going, oh, mine 2s. Hold on, I need to be on 4s, bro. I'm up in my size these days. All right, it's a headshot. If I break that cross, I can always close it. Nope. All right, closed it. All right, smacked me down there.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Red arrow, red nerd.
J hook long NQ on the 5. Double delta EM on the 4. Lower bands touch YM on the 37.
Yes, good call. Just ass. I wish you'd get a new screen name, but whatever. All right, here we go. Yes, you see it? Big play coming. When the trap move and the move starts coming, stay out of the way or get on sides and roll with it. Do not get in the way. This might be the only super dot shot I got here.
Lower bands
trying for the super dot.
37.
It could be the trap, and we may be pushing back up here. Just going with the, we got ready, take the next play. It was a dot, so it's a super dot.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Has been red nerd, red arrow. We just went green arrow. Okay, so yikes. Just was talking about it, so I need to kill it. All right, I'm gonna kill it. Taking a loss there. So dot cracked. Got the ready. Right now it's too risky. We got the jagged. There is a jagged coming on right here, and these two are now opposite of each other. That's green. So if this is going to be the start of the move back up and in,
Enigma
don't want to be off sides on it. Find the move. If this double cross is double cross, double move, I will hit another one if I get another cross right here. Let's see if we can anticipate a second cross.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
No double crosses. Okay.
Fib.ym on the 8. Lower bands touch YM on the
Okay, gonna
37.
peel half on my NQ off of the double Enigma here. The opposing signal. Got red on the nerd. Alright, kill the rest. Okay. Beautiful play right there on the double Enigma short.
J-hook short NQ on the 5.
Everybody type D, D. Double, I guess it's DE. Double Enigmas.
YM2.
Double E's. Holy shnikes. Alright, grabbed some fun bags there.
Double delta EM on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Double Enigmas. We actually just did a video on that one. So since we are in the tone of Mentorship Monday, although we don't have a lot of people hanging out here with us, it makes me sad. Let's see. I know most of our, so we looked at, it's crazy. So hiring this new marketing team, so they're like looking at our stats and stuff like this, and they're like, oh, you have a lot of working class people that use your system. You're like, you don't have very many youngsters and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, maybe we could change that, or maybe we, anyway, there's all these questions around. There's so many things I did not know about marketing. I got like a marketing masterclass yesterday from Alpha Trader. Holy shnikes. Like my brain almost exploded from the amount of knowledge he dropped on me yesterday. Things that I did not know about the marketing world. Incredible stuff. The dos enigmas. So if you hop over to our YouTube channel here, if you want to get into some of our training videos straight up here. Now, again, I would still recommend you just go to docs.algoboxpro.com or just hit algoboxpro.com and go to documentation section. Those do have a bunch of them, but click right here on videos on our channel. So we had double dot and double Enigma came in recently. There it is, 2 days ago. The double Enigma.
Fib.ym on the 2.
So
Excuse me.
let's watch it together, shall we?
Hi.
Hi.
What do you do for
Okay, what have we done with our marketing these days? Like, remember how awesome the old Budweiser commercials were? Like, actually effort were put into their videos, and now we've got two dudes with a blue screen, and we're like, here, speak into my little tiny microphone. Let's make a commercial. Okay, shut up. I miss the Bud days. Bud. Wise. You know, or even the what's up? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're too young. Anyway, okay.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
The double Enigma strategy from AlgoBox. Double Enigma, double power.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
This setup happens when two Flowmaster Enigmas appear close together, signaling a potential for bigger market moves. Here's an example. Two green Enigmas appear within a few bars of each other. This signals a potential upward move.
Double delta
Stops are
EM on the
placed
4.
behind the Enigmas, and targets are set for the move higher. Now take a look at this red double Enigma, with stops behind
Lower
the
bands touch
and
YM
targets
on the
set below.
37.
This
Divergence of
indicates a
NQ on the
potential downward
89.
move.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Amplify the power. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Here it is. We get you the details.
Fib.ym on the 2.
So easy a caveman could do it. Speaking of great commercials. And then, but apparently then they were afraid that we had insulted the cavemen.
Speed of YM59. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 2.
All right, Delta Shift is also a ready, and oof, back to backs. What's the nerd say? Nerd is red, arrow red. Okay, red. No wine.
YM on the 2.
Okay, pink dot.
Lower bands touch YM
Recency
on
is
the
key.
37.
Oh, hold it, pink dot. Okay, pink dot getting cracked through here. And we just went green arrow just now. There's a 15. We'll see. So my stop's going to be back behind that 15 there. Place for my coffee. Move my stream deck scenario around here. Oh, there we go. All right. Where are we here? We need 4 tap exit.
Double delta EM on the 4.
Step into the game where the stakes are high. AlgoBox, the ultimate financial lie. Headshot, moonshot, strategies in our hands. In the world of trading, we're the ones who command.
Butimus, thank you. 15 for 15. We got 15.5 for the 15.5. Let's go. 20 on the way.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Like Eddie tells me, he says 20 is the new 2. What'd you say, Eddie? No. 20 is the new 2K? Oh, speaking of beautiful plays, and we just got a Super AO Shark right there off the 5s. Doesn't take much when you're on the 5s. Super AO hype in the chat. In those moves on the 5s, they don't look like much, but you know, play like that is 40 ticks.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
And remember why we're getting to play here. I say getting to play. I mean, we're kind of being forced to play on the 5s right now is because of the massive amount of speed and volatility that is coming in on NQ. So a reminder, those that are new to all that, like you need to shift your gears. We talk about gear shifting there. And check out the gear shifting concept in our documentation section. And watch the videos on how I talk about being able to shift gears in between instruments, then intra-instrument, changing bar sizes based on the speed. Like right now, the bottom right, you can see it says valid speed on my, right there, it's our speedometer telling us great information there. I can use the psychology module a little bit more by turning on, we'll turn on this overlay just so if the market does get slow or too fast, we'll get giant X over the chart as well as the text down here. And you can change even the background color as well. We'll make it super dramatic. I'm going to turn the entire thing on. So these B, O, T buttons over here on the right, I click B, O, and T. Can you guys see? Oh, my mouse is bigger. You guys can see that, right? Hold on. Accessibility, mouse options, mouse pointer. I don't know if you guys knew you could do this or not, because it's kind of new to me as well. But if you go into your mouse pointer settings under accessibility, you can change the actually color of your mouse and the size on a slider instead of having to, you know, old school. You had to like, well, you could have this one or this one or this one. Look at this. They let you change the size. Look, I can make this thing gigantinormous. Is that crazy? So I'm going to up the size a little bit, but maybe not too much. So I'm going to go to like level 6 there. That helped. So now if I'm showing something on the screen, it looks really big and gigantinormous. That's fun. And you can change the color. I changed it to yellow. Let's make it even more dramatic. I'll make it like
YM on the 37.
make it like magenta. Blue is interesting.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Ooh, that blue is pretty neat. Yeah, I'm gonna use blue for a bit. let's see. So if I take this off, so the crosshair thing, I think it's Control Q to turn that off. Let's see. Crosshair. Off. There we go. Ooh, that's cool. All right. No crosshair on my chart here, so I can give you guys some better. Ooh, the blue kind of blends in though, doesn't it? All right, changing colors. I should probably stick with yellow. Have fun, but not too much fun, boys and girls. Okay. So you see how the background has now dramatically changed. It said, look, it's too slow. But when it's too slow, that also might indicate a grinder. So it can do two things. Does it look neat with the mouse change? Yeah, maybe it'll be easier for kind of doing demonstrations for my awesome marketing team that you guys are figuring out how to kind of help us get the credit that we deserve. More people should know that AlgoBox exists instead of all the turds that are really great at marketing and have no great product, no great education. So it's time to flip the script. We spend our time building the greatest trading platform, the greatest documentation, the greatest education, and didn't spend the time on marketing. But now the base is wide, the affiliate team is up, the marketing team is on, and it's time to let the world know about the AlgoBox crew. Still red, so I'm looking for the play. It's charged up now. We got a giant 15.8 there. It's not really that big though. It's really only like a 500. But perspectively, large.
Double delta EM on the 8.
Ooh, delta shift coming in on the 8s. Super bright. I'm going to turn it off here too. So right click if you're going to drawing tools and you want to turn off your crosshair. Here we go. Off. There we go. I do feel like the crosshair puts in a little bit of lag too, because NinjaTrader's default refresh rate is 250 milliseconds. Maybe one day they'll let us change that too. Chartreuse! George! How you been, buddy? You been busy, man? Been missing you, bro. Hit me up on a chat. Let's talk.
Touch NQ on the 89.
Then when I reinstalled the default workspaces, the new install are fine. Perfect. Don't need to delete them. Hold on. Paul, let me make sure that we're clear on what I was saying earlier. I was saying don't use your old workspaces. Use the default workspaces that come with the install. No, what you're saying I think is good.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
I got my big ass arrow, bro. It's right here. Can you not see? It's gigantinormous. Now, I can almost do less zooming in because I know you guys are going to see it. I'm going to be like, I don't have to zoom in anymore. I'll just be like, look, it's right there. It does lag a little. Yeah, okay. It's not my imagination, right? You feel it too. So turn off your crosshairs. Another pro tip on performance. The crosshairs, and you know what? It's also extra horsepower. Hit Control Q. You see that thing on the right over there that has to, this is calculating continuously. It's continuously, as you move this like this, see how it's zipping along with you, but that little number over there on the right, that's calculating XY axis constantly. So again, another little performance pro tip, turn off crosshairs, okay? So right click, crosshair, turn it off. Ding, 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 ding. I need to put that in the templates because I think that's in the template though, isn't it? Added to list. Yeah, because I got to turn off of this one too. All right, I'm saving on all of them.
Double delta EM on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 5.
And if you do want your crosshairs back on, it's Q. So Control Q if you want to pop to it real quick, if you need to do a measure or something like that. But there's no hotkey to turn it off. So you need to bind a hotkey to turn that off. That is not default, but out of the box for NinjaTrader, Control Q to turn crosshairs on. There's a headshot after ready up. So we got get ready, take the next play. What is it? Got a power headshot. Oh no, and it comes with a green. So weird spot here. Red and green. All right, I'm gonna kill it. Yikes. Okay, so we got a very confused headshot right here. We got green out, total mixed bag right here. Total mixed bag. Nerd is red, so overarching is we should kind of default to the red side, but it ended up being red with green back behind it, and we technically also, we got a green arrow over here. So inside the fiddle zone, lots of flippy floppy stuff going on there. So decided to kill that trade there. Normally though, real easy, 2 steps, get ready, take the next play, boom, headshot. But then a green dot showed up, so you're holding the opposing signal. You'd have to basically close it out right there. Okay, it's like this became a. Don't tell my kids because Daddy said the word fart cake. Became a fart cake. Shh, don't tell my kids. Then they'll start saying that and they'll laugh all the time. They'll be like, "Hey, fart cake," and then they'll be saying it 30 times at the table. My wife will look over at me like.
Enigma short on the NQ.YM on the 2.
No soup for you. No. Don. It's Don's song.
I need them so much. Price expiration.
Pib.YM on the 2.
Don't diddle in my middle. Resist the temptation. Observe my curves, my histogram bumps. At the market open, price always jumps. Respect the system, cause Vinny wrote the algorithm. Justice will come for gurus who can't take the criticism. At the end of the wave, the day can crave. And which just leaves me, I keep me busy. I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby.
DCDM NQ on the 5.
I am so crazy for
2 finger NQ on the 89.
Histogram bumps.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Does Control R work? Let me try that. Control R for me though, I think I rebound that. Doesn't work for me because I did remove drawing objects. So Control R doesn't work for me. Control R will remove all drawing objects. Okay, this is a double cross, double move to the long side. Here we go. So we got moderate buy. We just now first shift into moderate buy. We've got green arrow. So I've got green and green arrow. That is a big target up there. Big targets. Ooh, look at my drawing tool. It's huge. Look at my giant pencil. That is cool. Let me do that again. Look at my pencil. Look at the size of my pencil, guys.
Double delta EM on
It's gigantinormous. Holy shnikes. Look at the font size on this sucker. Okay, sorry. I got enamored by the size of my pencil. Okay. Well, this is not good. So I should have stopped out back behind there. Got my finger over the close if that's not going to go. Should have 2 try ruled this. Closed out back behind it. So what I'm getting for looking at my pencil too long. Yikes. Back to neutral. Alright, I'm going to kill it. Boo! Okay, root 2 try rule is going to be here. F6. I got to turn off the psychology module thing. It's bothering me a little bit too much. All the background changes. Okay, so the re-entry for that double cross, double move will be right here on that first cross. Took the loss. Let's see if we can make up for some as we pop back through. See if it's going to pop it. We just got a little jagged bump there on the MACV histogram. So if that's late Nate getting short, which is what I hope that is, he's like, okay, I'm going to get short, then this up move should work very nicely on the 2 try through that DCDM. Target up above, 45 ticks for the target. Green moderate buy, green arrow, jagged on the MACV. So it's got enough juice to go if it hits it.
Fib.ym on the 8th. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 10th.
Oh no, not a red dot in there. It's a headshot short. No, don't do that to me, bro. They snagged me in. Come on, give me an easy one. There you go. Keep going. Oh no, not late Nate. Come with me. Don't come with me, bro.
DCDM NQ on the 5. YM on the 4.
Oh, Nate, how dare you? Oh, I'm going to peel half here. I'm half as confident. Late Nate jumped in with me. No. Oh, they came in with that speed. Dadgummit. That was going to be so awesome. Retail ruined it for me.
Touch NQ on the 89.
Mike Schwartz room decided to pop along with me. Are they listening to my live stream right now? Tell them to get out of here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully they're getting short now. Okay, now I need to do F6 right here for my re-add. It's going to be very tricky right here. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, come back through. Tap it. Okay, added back. Let's see if it's going to run. Getting to use my double button. Trying to maximize the position. Target up above. Or are they just trapping all? Is this all retail getting long right here? We went strong sell. Why is the Dow lagging? I don't like this. I don't like that the Dow is playing with me.
Divergence down YM on the 8th.
That comment. Don't go 25 ticks. No, stay inside of 25. 22. Why am I lagging? Don't lag right now, bro. Bad timing.
Fib.ym on the 8th.
Okay, they're right back to the retail space. Get up there, run the race, blow their face. Come on. I hope they were pressing short, but I don't like the fact that this guy was long. This one's a questionable.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Yikes, red dot. No. Come on, trying to squeeze an easy one. We got green arrow, but we're neutral.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Strong buy. Come on now. Finish it off. Let's go. Get up there. Golly, look at this. This is so extended. So this target is off now. All right, I got to close it. I got to close it. Dadgummit. All right, retail started stepping in there, ruining the party. They were all like, oh, let me get longer. Got it. So that party got ruined. There's a lot of retail hopping up in there. So this is where I'd like to turn on the colors for these.
DCDM.
I turned it off because it started confusing people, because people just, you know. It's like, but it's green. Yeah. It's hard to explain. I just want to know which direction retail's pressing the button. And then actually play against it. So a green is not long, a red is not short. It's like one of the few things inside of our system where that's not the case. We are strong by. We got green arrow. It's going to give me a retry. I'm going to give it a shot. Bottom of the channel. On a shark back. All right, I'm going to try it on the shark back. I'll stop out right below here. If it's not going to go right now, I got to kill it. Nope. Okay, broke the shark. Oh, that whole section was just so gross. Beautiful Enigma down to its target. Retail getting trapped up in there. We are full red and red. So now I'm literally just looking for a red. We are red and red arrow inside of the fiddle zone. Red and red. Whoa, and shifting back to green. Holy shnikes. Okay, maybe that was the final last late Nate there. I'm going to give myself one more shot at this. We are now green and green. I know it's hard to follow right now. It is super fast. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about what the market is doing there. These are my two lines for the retail. Hopefully that's late Nate. I hope that is late Nate getting short right there. If it is, then they'll run it for me, and I don't know that I've got 40 ticks anymore. Let's see, what's my measure here? What am I? 36, potentially. Here's king timing. Would be good if it just took off right now. We're on king timing, high time frame, kicking in. Push the bar, please. Oh, not another retail step. I have no idea where they're pressing it right there. They literally press the button right in the middle.
Enigma short on the NQ5. DCDM YM on the 2.
Double crosses. Oh my goodness. Come on. Run me. Run me.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta EM on the 4.
It's all about precision and time, ain't no facade. AlgoBox making moves, never reclining. Every trade calculated, no emotion in the mix. We profit off the dips and ride the bullish kicks. I'm stacking my cash, you stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. I'm out here with NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got us trade making plays. We expose.
Fib.ym on the 2.
All right, let me kill it. Oy vey. I want to see it roll. So grab this NQ18 with a super. This is basically a super moonshot. It's not just even Enigma. We got a super moonshot right here.
Double delta EM on the 2.
So 20 ticker. Down just in a very weird spot. Retail is pressing the button all over this area. So it makes it way harder to read. Way harder to read.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Tried to stick with the
touch
arrow there. And oh, is she gonna go now?
On the 5.
She finally went.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Get back under there.
I'm stacking my cash, you're stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. Out here with NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got us trading making plays. We expose ICT, shorty's all fake. You see us winning, can't keep up on our stride.
Wow, look at it's so hard for it to get to that target.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands down NQ on the double delta NQ on the 5.
Well, I'm happy now because I was like, it'd be very sad if it just ended up finally going straight to the target. I'll be honest. Okay, let's see.
Double delta
Red
NQ
arrow. Let's see what the nerd does. Red arrow now. Get my size appropriate. Okay, so remember, under this little zone, this is retail trapped up above. So if it does start the move down, they're trapped. And that should give us a good juice. There's a red dot here, and we're back to neutral. Red arrow neutral.
Enigma short YM2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Moonshot short. Red arrow, moderate sell.
DCDM on the 2.
Now it's a double cross, double move. I'm adding to position. Don't like the fact that that could be retail all of a sudden now. Okay, double Enigma. Let's see if we're going to get it. This is definitely the spot. Whichever way it goes, it's going to be big. Okay, I'm going to peel half at the Enigma target, and I'm going to see if we can get any runners down to the DCDM target. Ooh, back to point of entry.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, down move.
DCDM NQ on the 2.
Yikes. Blue dot here. Power dot.
Enigma short on the NQ5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ5.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss it, trying to maximize the position. If it comes back up to... Okay, did not know that was coming, but I had already just added right there.
Double delta EM on the 4.
On the Dr. Seuss. It's coincidence.
Fib.YM on the 2.
Red dot, add to position. And targets filled for the double cross double move for 20K on the day. Get wrecked. Oh, wow. I wasn't even prepared for that. Did not know we were about to hit 2020. I wasn't even prepared for my my usual get excited routine. Well, I mean, let's call in the master.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Yo, Curtis. Yeah. Sing it for me, baby.
Fib.YM on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta EM on the 4. Lower bands touch YM on the 37.
Oh, he's holding on to my trades. 10 feet off the ground. Oh. That feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So
Fib.YM on the 2.
that right there was just good trading. Okay, that was just good trading. Good ads. Dr. Seuss adding, reading the shift from green to red, being patient, waiting for late nates and all the retail to get trapped up underneath here for the big dip down move. They got to dip them and rip them. Here we go. Now we can move up here. So let's see if that's what's about to happen now. So now they stopped them out below. Okay, so now we can come back through. Give me an entry. Strong buy, green arrow. Give me the entry.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Oh, or did they just bring it back to them, give them hope? Oh, dude, did they just hope them?
YM71.
Did they just give them the hopium? Oh, that is so twisted. They gave him the hopium. They were like, you better close out. I gave you the shot. It's point of entry for these guys. But some of these guys, the original OGs, when they started this, was up here. Dude, they hopiumed. They gave him hopium. Holy shnikes. Look at this. Dude, they gave the hopium. Went all the way to strong. Oh, that's so... Ooh, that was nasty. That is nasty. Oh, man, that is nasty. That is a middle finger right there. I mean, some people could have gotten... No, man, they just went right back up to what we had previously mentioned. Like, dude, there's the meat. That's the meat of it right there. Let's turn on some of these sweet jams. Star Wars inspired. This is some Kazi. Kazi dropped this one for us. Special shout outs to Kazi all the way out in Israel.
Enigma short on the NQ5. Double delta EM on the 2.
Get a delta 2. I love that line. Mmm. So tasty. I can see the lines. Kazi! Dude, it's such a great song, bro. You did a nice job on this one. I might crank it up a little bit more. Gotta get my head bob going. Now I will... You gotta explain to me how you came up with telepathy? I mean, is it... Oh, I get it. So it's my brain, like, I am telepathically showing you setups on your chart. Is that what it was? I don't know. Help me explain the... There's that part in there where it says, I didn't know I could trade through telepathy. And I'm like, is it from my brain, your brain? How about all of our brains collectively? Hold on. Let's roll back that tape. Let's roll that section back again. Play it again.
I can see the lines. I can see the lines. I can hear the pings from my AlgoBox.
Because I guess I'm going to have to tell my marketing team that, yes, trading with AlgoBox is like trading telepathically. Ha!
Enigma short on the NQ5.
As it talks, we're in sync even if you're offline. Double delta rise and stay in line. Who would have thought the trading could be done by telepathy? The candles are rising, the screen's lighting up.
Oh, Mo threw down the words. It was a group. Wait. It was a group collaboration. No wonder this song was so good. This was a group collaboration effort from Mo and Kazi. High fives. Man, you guys are rock stars. Or I'm sorry. Pop stars. Pop stars. This is pop, right? This is officially pop. It's poppy. Makes your head bop and my shoulders. I mean, I'm feeling this in my shoulders, in my head and neck. You know what I'm talking about. You feel it. You know you can't stop your head from moving it around right now. Some sort of remote trading. I am 7 of 9. I'm 9 of 7, bro. What you talking about? I'm more than the number that it started with. I'm 11 of 10. My amp goes to 11.
I can see the lines.
That's why it's better. Our amps go to 11. Most amps go to 10. AlgoBox amps go to 11. But what does that do for me? It's better.
The trading could be done by telepathy. The candles are
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
if I had the algorithm.
We shall assimilate
YM
you.
on the 2.
Two, by night and by day. By night and by day. You know that I can read the charts too. I can see the signs.
Oh, this makes you snap a little bit.
What's your next move?
Double delta E on the RTY on the 4.
'Cause I can see the lines. By night and by day.
Take me to your leader. That was fun.
You know I'm just one trade away. If you wanted to be out.
Algo Boxers, light it up.
Double delta E on the 2.
Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back.
Oh, yes.
Hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that
And we got Zed dropping the hit the like button on us.
one shot, hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So normally, let's talk about the great trading right there for a minute, because so normally I got a sharp eye when I'm approaching a major like P&L level. I'm like, okay, I want to hit that 20K. I'm usually kind of targeting that out. But do you know what's amazing about that? Like, I really did not think that we were within striking distance of 20K, so I wasn't even looking at it. But I gotta, for my own recording's sake, and speaking of recordings, we're going to talk about Lance and his podcast interview with Riz here in a moment, who's now launched his official education services. And I mean, look, there's good and bad with his stuff. It's funny. He's like not a big psychological type of person. He's like, no, not been to which me either. I think it's more about your strategy first, psychology second, maybe third, fourth, fifth, way down the line. Because it's less difficult on your psyche when you are winning. Okay, let's be honest. But he's launched his service. What does he call it? Magnus Opus. And he's got, I like his site. I like what he's got doing, but I feel like he's a little bit encroaching on my gaming space, because his whole layout of his education is like gamer style, and I think that's his whole deal, is to game the market. So we agree on a lot of things, but he doesn't give AlgoBox the credit it's due. So, but maybe we could be friends. We'll see. So he was talking about recording your trades, which is basically what I'm about to do right now. Like, go back, look at that play setup, the way that came through. Had the difficulty, but then seeing late Nate come in. We know retail is right up in here. I've drawn the area, so I kind of had a visual cue of where they're at. And once they dropped below it, right here, got up underneath it, and then quick legs, smooth, sexy leg down, that's going to be tempting. Okay, rip, coming in, and now they're like, hold on, this is my last. I've been trying to go this long. Okay, it's going to come back up for me. They're popping in right there. We don't know for sure, but now I am playing this as a double cross, double move. Now riding it, adding to position on the way down, taking our exits. I took the exit right there nicely, half the position, respecting the Enigma 20 targets for the double Enigma add. Okay, respected it. Held half my position for the continued move down because we had just shifted. It looked like we had a trap back here, so I thought we might have a higher time frame, continue to push them out. Plus to really shake these guys out of their positions long.
Lower bands touch YM on the 37.
Added to it right here.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
With a Dr. Seuss entry, because after I was already at half position, now I'm just adding 2s. In my worst case scenario, I played well because I had mentally was that, well, I had already entered my entry point POE at that time, point of entry for your average, or called the average entry price at that point.
Double delta.
It was right back here. So my worst case scenario is I come back up here, and so yeah, I got my half bag,
on the 89.
and then I stop out at break even, right there for the rest. So that was my worst case scenario. My best case scenario though was I actually get that full play layout, and I add to my position right here, and then I maximize it for the big win. And happen to be, as I'm closing out, as we come down there to the gold line target, that was the temporary bottom right there. And of course, big move up right after it.
On the 89.
Beautifully played. Do have to pat myself on the back a little bit for that one. So allow me to ingratiate myself for a moment. Oh my goodness. You know I want to take this long. You know I want to take this long. I'm going to look for a double move off of this. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to press F8 from the pivot to this area. But if that thing runs 40 ticks, I'm going to be so sad. Where's 40 ticks at? There's a double delta shift. Oh. Did it already go there? It did. It went 44 ticks. I should have just pressed the button. Why do I even doubt? Why do I even doubt? There it goes. 43.
Enigma short on the RT.
Boom. Could I got my 40 out of it? Yes. Was it perfect? Yes. Was it a DDSR? Yes. Was it a super AO? Yes. Did it move up perfectly 40 ticks? Yes. This one even gives you a move measured on it. Come on. It's gross. I'm just kidding. It's amazing. I love it. All right, so I'm going to label it up. DDSR hype in the chat. DDSR. Make sure you know what that is.
Fib.y.
Type of 1 if you know. 2 if we need to review, but that is a straight up DCR with, again, you need to know both of these if you didn't know it. It's time to get you into some training because that is just a straight up super AO with the DDSR. DDSR shows up first, which says, get ready, take the next play. What was it? Super AO? Beautiful. Did it stop out? No. Came 2 ticks from a stop out below the cross. This giant arrow thing is pretty boss now. I feel like most of the time I need to kind of like zoom in, like show y'all, but like, dude, this thing is a monster. So stop being right there. You can see it didn't even touch in on it before it gave up the 40 ticks for us. Can't say no to a super AO. I like that one, dork. You're such a dork. It's awesome. Okay, so 2020, what's our time? 12:57. 1 o'clock. So on the Super AO, so speaking of going through your training, okay, get through the training. Look at this. Trading cheat sheets right here. This is it. Know those, know these for your entries. And then you can do something as simple. You know what? I just realized we don't have Super AO on here. Don't. Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. Top left, number 2. My bad. There it is. Number 2 at the top. It's literally on cheat sheet number 1, Super AO, top left, number 2 on the list, right after Ready DD. And that's literally what we just got right there. We got a Ready DD. Get ready. Then Super AO. Ho, ho, ho. Merry freaking Christmas. Is it still Christmas? I don't know. It's not Christmas anymore, but holy shnikes. Feels like Christmas came super duper early this year. You are welcome. All right, that's how we did it. Oh boy. Okay, so the double move to this is all the way down to that gold line down there. That's an 11 and a 10. That is a gigantinormous. I want to hit that so bad. I do. But I'm like, it needs to be absolutely perfect right now for me to play it, as I have reached a major milestone target on the day, and I'm talking too much. I need to reset myself here. I'm going to grab my cup of joe. it does need a little reheat. That quote was from the motivator. Motivator. Greatest profile ever. The motivator. Oh man, look at this NQ23. Did anybody catch this? Did anybody grab that 23.9 on the fives? Holy shnikes. But what the dropout measure on that is. Oh, a giant pencil. I love this new pencil tool thing. It's like this new, the new size of my mouse. 199 tick dropout after the 23.9. Debatable if it went a full 200.
Double delta EM on the 8th.
6 there. Wow. Beauty. So let's see. Delta shift on that. Technically another super AO. A little bit different because we got a double, but this is technically also a super AO. So everybody need to kind of know that. Because while it doesn't say ready, remember, this is because on my ready DDs, I have the check mark selected for showing delta shift, and that is in your settings on the delta flow delta flow pragging. Whoa, slow down. Delta flagging pro. On the delta flagging pro settings, you can go in there and turn on show delta shift. That is how you get the yellows from the ready DDs, and of course the background colors. That is default out of the default templates, but I noticed on the default templates you don't have this enabled. So listen to me very closely. I know I'm always like, please trust the defaults coming out of the box, but this is one that I screwed up. Okay, I need to put out another like R2 release of this to fix just that little minor thing that I didn't fix in the templates. And I will probably also remove the crosshair thing by default. For performance, because everybody's all about performance on our stuff, of course. But that would normally just say purely Ready DD. But Ready DD inside of Super AO, I'm sorry, inside of a normal Alpha Omega turns it into a Super AO. Ends up being a double Super AO right here, so let's name it appropriately because we got two of them. Following our naming conventions. Yes, enable show the delta shift. So show delta shift is the setting that you want to select to make sure you got that on there. Water is warm on the ones at 68. Ooh, nice. Yeah, so I could switch back over to ones right now is what Don is noting, because I did remember I switched to twos when the thing was going super hot, super fast earlier. We are kind of finishing out that lunch hour now, around 1 o'clock. We got about an hour till the 2 pickup, which is awesome. Other topics here that we wanted to cover on a Mentorship Monday on a Tuesday, because, you know, things.
Lower bands.
Give me a topic. Anybody want me to talk through a topic here real quick? And we'll go through it. We talked about some DDSR. We had one Titanic Zone big play there this morning. We had some DCDMs today. We had a double Enigma play. Oh, I know some things we could explain real quick. The new website will hopefully explain this a little bit better, but if you are getting started with us, this is for the new folks, because again, Mentorship Monday, we talk through on some of the beginner stuff, or if you are considering joining with us, some things you'll need to know. Make sure you walk through this, how it works, video there on getting inside of our Discord room and participating. Of course, you can hit the trial button right there. On the pricing page, this is still some points of confusion there. Apex exclusive offer. So this is you committing to, if you're going to buy a Apex account, you do need to make sure and use our AlgoBox code. You know, it's like, listen, We don't have a way to specifically check that right now, but you know, we are asking you to make sure and use the AlgoBox code there. That's what's getting you that $14.97. Or there are two buttons now right here. That was a change within the last couple of weeks there, that you can pay it all at once there, $14.97. That'll save you about $300, or you'll get on a monthly there, $148. We do it directly, so you do not have to go through the credit check process of Affirm or Klarna. We were getting some feedback that people were saying, hey, that Affirm and Klarna, yeah, it seems cool, but then they ask you for your blood type. Like, there's like all this paperwork you got to fill out to do that. Anyway, I was like, okay, we're just gonna set it up as a subscription for you. So 1 year, $14.98 to get everything. Now, this is the other thing you need to know about what this deal is. This is everything. Now, let me talk to the people who've been here a while. Like, you're getting the upgrade to Dream Panel for $14.97. If you already have Lifetime and you want to get to Dream Panel, if you just do the $14.97, you're getting the Dream Panel access, which is 10 grand. If you know about the Dream Panel, full auto, all that kind of whatnot, to the Dream level, that is the Platinum Enigma panel with the Super AO, all that. $14.97. However, if you are new and you want to get in there, your first year unlocked everything, all the packs. You're like, well, I don't know which pack to get. Don't worry. I would start here because you're going to get it all. You're going to get the Enigma pack, get the full auto pack. You're getting the Platinum, full auto, Dream Panel, all of it. So then you can decide at the end of your first year which path you want to go on. And of course, that can be applied towards the next, well, this is the upgrade path. So this is the hardest thing for me to explain, and I don't know how to put it on the website, but I've got guys who are working on trying to figure out how to say that. So this is the upgrade path. If you've basically paid $14.97, then it's just an additional $24.97 the following year if you want to go up to Enigma Bot Pack. You're paying the difference in the price. Okay, so I'm showing like it's plus $24.97, which has ended up being like $39.97, but it's the difference because you're going to apply what you've already paid right here towards any of these others. Okay, so if this one is $14.97, anything that you've paid prior, you just subtract that. So as you move up, okay, so for instance, if you have gotten all the way up to $49.97, you're here at the Enigma full auto. But if you want to go full Dream Panel Platinum, the difference is $5K for lifetime. However, right now, limited time, this is why, again, I'm kind of going like, if you're with us and you're planning on going to Dream Panel, this is the best time to ever upgrade to that because you're getting it for $14.97 instead of $5K. Big savings. You might want to check that out. And if you have any questions on it, you want to come chat with us, hit that schedule a call button with me and we'll have a chat. You can compare that to our normal pricing right down here or lifetime and all that kind of stuff. But if you have any questions, I know it's complicated. But let's compare it real quick here. Warrior Trading, this nice potato head guy. How do I click on his pricing thing?
Double delta NQ on the button.
Free course, free class. Here we go. How to join Warrior Pro, starters, price. Here we go. Price and feature comparison. No code, no advantages, no nothing. Not even lifetime, $39.97 or $29.97. Are you kidding? We're doing $14.97 for your first year. You can upgrade to other things, and we actually have real code. That pretty much tells it to you. You can go with Mr. Potato Head. You can go with Jigsaw Nonsense. Try buy. Got the crap. The Trading Manifesto? No, thank you. No, thank you. But let us look at your ridiculous pricing. Is your pricing page broken? Oh, there it comes. Oh, there it is. 1979. Yeah, but that's just the start. Then you got to pay $500 a year to keep it going. So $2,500 just to keep it going for year one on Jigsaw garbage. And you literally cannot trade live with it unless you pay the $500. Right down here in the fine print. You can't think about it. You cannot trade live. If you want to do live trading, you have to then pay. So they're like, okay, that's fine. $1,900 to trade sim, and then $500. So $2,500 for this absolute garbage product. It cracks me up. Then how about NinjaTraders? All right, $14.97. So look at that, just for the price flow. Or this one, or this one. Or you could just pay less and get the best with AlgoBox. What are you doing? Crazy. Which is my whole mantra. Why pay more and get less when you could pay less and get the best? There you go. Hopefully that's clear. Wish it was this cheap when you joined. Well, let me say something about that. So this is the confusion. So some people have said that.
Short on the NQ5.
It's the price hasn't changed. I hate to. This is what I mean by like I gotta explain this. Y'all help me. Like, how can I explain this better on the website? So that's just the start. Year one
YM on the 2.
is $14.97, right? And then I mean to go in your second year, like at the end of the year, you do have to decide on going with one of our bigger packs. But hopefully in that first year, you've been crushing it with AlgoBox, and so you can just have the system pay for itself in theory, if you're playing well. And I hope you have. Hope you've been following along, learning how we execute on this. But yeah, I believe George, you might have got in on a $34.99 offer. So from here to here, I don't know if you know, but this is $39.97. I just am showing with the plus $24.99. It's like basically the difference between this and this. So it's still probably ballparking where you got it right here. But I think you got the 34. If I could be wrong about yours, you might have done the $39.97. But to go from there to here, I think you also got like a Black Friday offer, right? So you got the full auto here with it. But the prices have not really changed. It's just an easier way to get involved and getting started with us. And we have a lifetime. You can actually own it. None of these other products that are out there, you can't really own them. On most of them, they just want to keep you paying forever. So just want to make sure that's clear. The pricing is a little bit confusing there, and I'm happy to walk you guys through it if you have any questions. You're like, hey, Vinny, here's where I'm currently at. What would I be paying? So we do apply what you've currently paid towards upgrade prices. But right now we have that $14.97 for even lifetime members. You can get the green panel. Good time to hook it up. Double Super AO. Let's see if we got one more trade. Shall we do one more trade? It's 111 right now. Let's get a nice juicy play here. One more trade. One great trade. Let's do it.
Double Delta NQ on the 5. Fib.ym on the 8.
So one of your homework assignments this week should be probably to go and watch the Lance interview, though, and pay attention to how many things that he is saying that I have been teaching you guys. Now, I don't like the fact that he's out there patting himself on the back saying, oh, I'm the only person who's ever said this. I started going out here and telling people to practice. I'm the person who told them to get reps in, to rep after rep, and da-da-da-da. And I've literally been out here being like, you have to take reps. The amount of time you spend in market replay depends on the size of your P&L, blah, blah, blah. I've been doing that way longer than he was even...
DCDM
coming into the space all the way back to 2016. So I'm a little offended that he is, but hey, kudos to him. He's out there doing all the interviews, hopping around, shaking hands with people. You know, he's got time to do all that, and I don't. First of all, I don't want to shake hands with most of those guys to begin with. Although Riz is coming around, words of wisdom. He's bailing on the ICT Muppets. That's been awesome to watch him smashing them now. That's been awesome. The title thumbnailing of even the new Lance video being that when Lance was calling out ICT and saying that ICT was a documented fraud is awesome. And documented because of me. Thank you very much. Yes, documented fraud. Documented. Yes, I went out and get all documents. They don't give me credit for that, but maybe, who knows? Maybe one day Vinny will be part of the cool kids crowd. But yeah, easier to get into the crew, 100%, George. Yeah, so it's a step in, right? We're like, going what? Because I get it. It's a big commitment to like jump in all the way if you're like, well, I'm not sure. I don't know how to. So take your time. By the way, another thing that's coming, you want to tell your friends, boot camp is coming. We'll have that starting in April. I'll have a 20-day boot camp where you could come down, sit down with me, 20 days. I'm literally going to walk through everything. You're going to have I'm not going to be trading while, I mean, of course, you can come to Mentorship Mondays and get a lot out of it. But us doing everything from market replay, going through screenshot setups and education, doing the entire training from end to end over a 20-day period, trying to shorten the learning curve with a boot camp, literally cutting the first sets of 40 days in half. 20 sessions, 20 days with me in a live environment. Not live trading, but live streamed. Will be awesome, I think, for the crew. So we'll do a 20-day boot camp on that to get people acclimated right off the bat. So then if you're still not ready to go, well, I don't know, even 2 week free trial, like I feel like I needed to learn it first, fine. Take a boot camp. We'll run 20 days with me. You'll know everything you need to know so that you can make the right decision on how to join or not join. You could make that decision as well. But less than a month that it would take you to decide on that, whether you want the boss level AlgoBox or not. If we can get one good trade here. But yeah, check that out for that Lance interview. And he talks a lot about getting in those reps. I talk about the 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 4 5 5 5 5 5 playing like a video game. And let's see if I can find his see what y'all think about his website.
Delta NQ on the 5M on the 2.
Magnus Opus. Let's see, where's his... The thing I don't understand is how he's charging, again, so much for just education. Cracks me up. Okay, Magnum Opus, that didn't do it. Okay, so how about Lance Bernstein Opus? That's not it either. I have to type in Magnus. Oh my word. Magnum Opus. Right. What time will you be doing the boot camp sessions? So I'll be doing them after a trading session. So I'll be trading in like the morning session, and then it will be afternoon sessions with no specific time limit on it. Like I said, it's going to be an open-ended, me full-on boot camp, sitting down with me, getting questions and answers. We'll stay the entire time until all questions are answered. We'll walk through all of our strategies. I'll be going through the full documentation, all the new stuff, and how we approach the markets, breaking it down into my 3-step entries.
DCDM NQ on the 5.
Why can I not find this dude's website? Oh, he's got a stupid name. The one, LanceB.com. Oh my word. The one. Oh my word. So I don't know. Look, I like the guy, but you know, some of his stuff's starting to get on my nerves. Okay. He had some good stuff to say, only because he agreed with me. Stuff that I've already been teaching you guys. But here we go. Okay, what is Magnum Opus? And like, I like the gamer thing, but I hate that it's like, dude, he's doing my thing. It's my gaming thing. All right, anyhow, but you can't take it all too serious, because it's just like, it's me, I am the one. Literally calls himself the one, Lance B. What is Magnum Opus? It is the greatest course ever created. Shut the fuck up. Shut the front door. Any monster grass? Oh, okay, bro. That's fun. All right. Okay. I do feel like I'm about to get into a gamer live stream, though. It's kind of fun. So let's look at pricing. Speaking of pricing. Oh, choke level. All right. Beginner. Oh, beginner's free. Oh, that's nice. Advanced
Double delta EAM on the
1764 and Elite 3564. Buy now. Oh, but it's all. I can't even. I'm doing this for the trading community. The People's Champ gives back. A significant goes to donating to charity. Yeah, you know who else started out telling everybody they're going to give to charity? ICT. All right, get the F out of here, bro. Stay updated on all things trading. That's fun. That's fun. Anyhow, you can go hang out with. Does he say Mo? What's he do with Mo too? Magnum Opus. Mo, are you offended? Where's Motivator? Mo, are you offended? Let's get offended. Look at this. I would be offended if I were you, Motivator, because he's trying to plug into your Mo as well.
DCDM
So we're all offended now. Most popular. Is it? Really? People want to pay $35.64 for what? Let's look. What kind of code are you going to give us? Let me see. What kind of code have you spent your life coding? Let's see. Everything in advance. Learn advanced lessons. Teaches in the best traders. Okay, so basically, you're going to rehash what you've already said in all your podcasts. Cool. 250 of Lance's actual daily report cards. Oh, folks, y'all can look at a report card after it's been done. Wow. Reflections and lessons learned. Oh, isn't that fun? Daily report cards. You're going to have to read a bunch of crap. Isn't that nice? Wow. Totally. Take my money. Live access and ability to directly ask Lance questions as part of the monthly Ask Lance Anything recordings. Okay, so paying for access to Lance, that would be cool. So it's like a fraternity. Hey, pay to play. Pay for friends. Cool. Don't be offended if you're a frat boy. Shut up. Database of all the past Ask Lance Anything recordings. Oh, wow. So after he's already asked, he recorded it, and now he put it back on the website, and now you can play it again. Wow. No code? No code yet? No code. There's no code? Really? Okay. Exclusive invites to Lance's Trader meetups. Dinners. Trader dinners. Oh. Trader dinners. Pay to play. Come sit with me at my table. $3,500 to come sit with me at dinner and coffee. Help you connect and find your trading pod. Bro. Trading psychology videos for elite level trader. Oh, okay, bro. Treasure trove of bonus content. Wow. So no code. No. We're in the age of AI, and you're going to still sit over here with your scrotum board and draw lines on the chart. Wow. Okay, bro. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Hey, I like the gaming thing, though. And he does talk a lot about approaching the markets like a video game. But then there's like, okay, where's the game? Where is it? Oh, just whatever trading platform you want to do, press the button. Okay, so you're basically not going to get anybody any kind of edge whatsoever other than, ooh, talk to me. Bro, we've already heard your shit. Already heard your shit. No offense, bro. We already heard your stuff. Okay, you go on to every freaking podcast. Like, who have you not been on? Does he have a whole like list of places he's been? Like, how many podcasts? He's like, oh, wow, you had a whole 4 people sitting at a table with you in a room? Wow, 4 peeps. That's cool.
Double RTY on the 4.
Come on, he's got to been like, oh, here we go, media. I bet it's in here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, been on this guy, talk to me here, 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 talk to me here. And you know what's crazy? So, like, I'm trying to glean from, oh, here, let me sit at your desk and press the buttons for you. He's like, holy crap, are you serious? This guy's full of shit. Hilarious. I made 13. Now, here's the thing. I had studied what he did. This guy is all about leverage. He should just call himself Mr. Leverage. Okay, this is Mr. Leverage, and he's gonna look. Somebody hears him later. Look, here's what you are, bro. You're Mr. Leverage. You don't have any edge, bro. Because all you do is like basically be like, get really good at like, I don't know, just feeling it out, having a wait till the market volatility is really high, and then try to catch giant moves. That's what he does. He's like waits around in Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky. When the market gets really hot, he's like, goes all in. Right? That's it. With other people's money. And you're like, oh, well, that sounds like, you know, in here, he has some really good points, though. He's like, stop calling trader funding programs prop firms. He's like, he has a real big distinction between prop firms because, like, at their prop firm, they can lever up as hard as they want on real prop firms. I don't say real prop firms. You know, listen, kudos to Apex. I think they're awesome because they let you do 20 accounts, and I don't see people having problems with payouts. but he just goes all in. He's got these like massive winners, okay, where he's like, oh, I got this whole theory, and it's like, oh, Tesla, wah wah, ooh, you got a Tesla trade, oh, don't say, oh, you hit the jackpot because Tesla's good, and you just happen to hit, oh, good for you, like some big gigantic trades in there, you know, he's got these big plays, and I'm like, you know, do you have edge really on the lower time frames? Because funny enough, he's like, oh yeah, play on the lower time frames. That's where all the edge is. And I'm like, anyway, bro, don't try to be me. Don't try to be me, bro. Okay, don't try to be me and then pretend like, oh, yeah, I'm the best. Shut up, Brandon. Shut up, Lance. Shut up, bro. Just trust me, bro. Yeah, but he was like, oh, look at my, yeah, hey, I'll show you my trading rate. Yes, you had some big trades, like big trades. Okay, big trade daddy. That's what you are. But you ain't got edge on the charts like we have. Sorry, bro. You ain't better than us. And now he's like, I'm just giving back to the trading community for $3,500. Shut up, dude. You pay to have dinner with me? Man, I'd pay to sit down with you guys. Just let's go sit down and have a chat. Let's have a nice, what are we gonna have? Like, I'm a big fan of Mexican food. You guys like Mexican food? Oh, I love Mexican food. So good. Talks about edge, but does he not give you edge? Yeah, his stuff, I don't know that it's repeatable. So I was like, okay, what's repeatable about this? It's like, it's all about you. It's like, you just got to spend more time. Here's this thing. Here, look, I can teach this whole thing right now. Guys, spend time on the charts. There you go.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Okay, well, what kind of charts? Oh, just, you know, minute bars, hourly bars, whatever you feel like. Okay. Just spend a lot of time on it. Okay. You'll feel it when the traders get off sides and you're just feeling it, and like everybody's getting short, you get long. Everybody's long, you get short. Okay. Cool story, bro. So, no edge on the charts? Oh, you are the edge. But if you're with me, I'm also your edge. Just listen to me. The more you listen to me, the more... Now, look, he's got some good stuff. So I would listen to him. I will tell you something. He's got a lot of great tips on practicing. But you should be practicing AlgoBox, practicing with an edge. And he does actually say that. Like, you need an edge first, you need a good strategy, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, his strategies are... I think fairly weak. It's like, oh, yeah, it's a breakthrough, it breaks through a level, and it breaks through it on the second move, and just run it. Okay. Run yourself, because he is X-figure trader, Mr. Leverage, stock market. Yeah, he's a stock trader, you know. And then I'm like listening to his thing. He's like, most people don't have edge trading the S&P 500 and those others. Yeah, in S&P Capital. Because you guys suck. Look, y'all are just leverage people. You're just leverage. Mr. Leverage. Y'all are like leveraging. But I agree with him on a lot of stuff. Let's talk about the positives. I agree with him on the practicing with AlgoBox. I told you guys, get a lot of reps, but we actually have Market Replay to actually do that. He's not even promoting the proper platform where you can do that effectively.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
And he's still promoting like just education. So, I mean, the first time somebody goes in there and gets his videos, I mean, those videos, it's like, okay, and now you know they're going to get spread everywhere. But it's like, oh, but you can't have dinner with me. Okay, well, how often do you get to sit down and have dinner with you for $3,500? Are you buying? You paying for dinner too? No? Okay. Shut up. Too soon? Not being too rude? Whatever. Don't they fund traders? I don't know the difference. They actually fund with live money. And they have risk managers that sit there and close out your trade if you're getting too deep. Expecting folks to just practice forever on live. Well, he does say practice a lot in sim. So that's the good news, is he does say practice a lot in sim. But you know how he says to do it? He says replay your recordings and then pretend you're hitting the buttons. I'm not joking. He says, look, pause the music. Pause the music. Here's what Lance says. Here's what Lance says. Just look, so while I'm recording this, now I should play back my videos and hold my fingers over my keys on my keyboard, like unplug my keyboard from my computer and just have them over on the side. and imagine yourself while you smash the button. I'm not joking. It's literally what he said. I watched the whole thing yesterday twice because there was a lot of good stuff in there, and I loved how he's trolling ICT. So, you know, pros and cons. But like, let's get the meat out and maybe remove some of the other stuff. Just saying. So yeah, you called on that on your recordings, which is, I mean, that is one way to do it if you don't have good technology. So I don't understand the people in the age of technology still promoting abacuses to do your calculations. And half you kids are like, what's an abacus? Ask your mom. I don't need to pull out my slide rule. Like, we're in modern technology and you are still telling people like, just record your session, what you did. Again, I still think that's positive. You guys know, I tell you, turn on OBS, record your sessions, and play it back. But then I'm also like, but get in market replay and do it again the right way. Yes, on high speed. Yes, on slow motion. Do it again, but actually press the buttons. Actually go through the motions of moving the stops and the targets and hitting, you know, anyway. He hates viewers and he calls them out. That's a good news. So that's a positive. Let's talk about the positives. Yes. Positives. Yes. Yeah, the pros and the cons. And again, backing up, he has a lot of good stuff to say. So I do think you guys should go and listen to his interview particularly. It was 2.5 hours of a lot of jam-packed, really good nuggets. Because he's literally just retelling what I've taught you guys. But he's doing it without an algorithmic edge. So that's the difference. And then he's charging you double for nothing. I don't know. For his other, basically retalking what he says in his podcast. Okay. Cute, bro.
J hook short NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Speed of YM 100.
All his phone app does is show videos. Oh, has he got a phone app? Hey, send me a link to that, Mo. I'm curious. I want to check out the phone app. So he made an app to go along with his website. Is it downloadable on his website? The one Lance B. Oh my word! Don't get me started.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Is there an app I can download, or does that come with it? He doesn't even promote that. Oh shoot! I almost hit the sell market button. my giant mouse cursor. I don't know if that's recommended.
Fib.ym on the 8.
Slip clicking could be very dangerous.
NQ on the 5.
How do I get to his app? Is it on the website? So here's what I want to do in an app. Actually make it useful.
DCDM NQ double delta team on the 2.
Okay. Pause the music. Let's get serious. So what I want on my app, one of the major ones, is for you to be able to track how long you've spent in market replay so that you can have something in your hand that, like, your personal market replay tracker to be like, here's how long I spent in market replay. And it's not like you can just type it in. You have to like put your phone on the side with the app and go start. And you press the button and it's like it continuously goes up. It's like a stopwatch and it tracks your time. Now again, it's the honor system. But it would be cool if then that feeds back to our main database and maybe we have contests on who spent the most amount of time in market replay that week type of thing. And then also, I almost guarantee you the same people who are spending the most amount of time in market replay, the size of their P&L when they're seeing their reports the rest of the week, that is how you get good. Practice. At the bottom of the website? Okay, let me check it out. Oh, I guess I should do it on my phone. Oh, there it is. Download on the App Store.
2-finger NQ on
Download
the
our app. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you, sir. But yeah, it's just more of his videos. Again, because he goes and he just talks and talks and talks everywhere. I was like, what's that guy do for fun? I mean, he's not married, no kids. He's getting the gray hairs like the rest of us oldies out here. How old is he? Anybody know? I don't know if he's my age or not. I'm 45 now. So what else should we put on there? That would be cool to have the stopwatch. And yeah, so a couple of other things. Yeah, cheat sheets. Like to have all the cheat sheets right there, and then like the
Fib.ym on the 37.
all the stuff that we're putting in the wisdom section to be able to have like a Vinny's quote of the day, and then along with that, the proverb of the day, and then the highlights of that. I got some really cool ideas for it. Just need some time. So we're working with some folks that will hopefully free up some of my time. This is awesome. But yeah, what else do you guys think we should put in an AlgoBox app? That just make us the greatest traders on earth. Out of AlgoBox. Says he works out a lot. That's his pastime. Hey, that's cool. Doing the hangouts. Yeah. Hanging out with traders. Look, everybody looking at him because he's like, look at the size of my giant P&L. Well, that's cool. Tom Hogard? Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, I was looking at his stuff for a while there, but then I realized, dude, he's all ego too. He's all... And it's just a bunch of BS. Like, where's the code, bro? Why are y'all still trying to teach what's already been written in the books? I need to make another video on... I think I'm gonna call the title of the video, Put the Book Down. Put the book down. If you're still learning this stuff from the books, like, book time is over. Put the book down. Time to get to work. There are algorithmic tools now. You need to practice the game. Practice the setups. It's so easy. Cheat sheet. These are your entries. And these. And then on your filters, you zoom out. We've gotten such a great system on the two-step now. So as everybody know, you can kind of almost... I mean, when the market gets really hot, you might want to look over here and here, but did you notice that I don't have to reference these much at all anymore? Tide wave. We're on 3 things. Right? We got our primary filter chart. And when this correlates arrow plus the nerd. Step 1. Step 2. When those two are in agreement in direction, hover your finger over the color here. This is step 3, the cheat sheet entry. That's it. Pretty cool. Now, position sizing and managing the trade through it, maximizing your positions. I've got tips on all that, advanced entries, Dr. Seuss ads, holding to the opposing signal, etc. Then you just get to focus on execution because your strategies are there. And the strategies internally have edge. And he does talk a lot about that. Your strategy needs to have inherent edge. And then he also talked about position sizing. Like, you're not just always trading the same size. He talks about a lot of poker analogies of, like, you don't play the ante every single time. You don't play the same size on every hand and all that. So there's a lot of good talking through on that. So if you need to hear it from somebody else, not just me, and hear it, sometimes you hear something in a different way from a different person, it solidifies it for you. So I think if you hear it from one of the cockiest guys in trading, okay, go hear it from him. And yeah, he's got big numbers behind him, and he's Mr. Leverage. Got, you know, from what I can tell, no wife, no girlfriend, no life. So this is all he does. Hear it from him. Not from this mad dad. Because sometimes I do get mad. It's true.
Fib.ym on the 2.
I have been known to be called the Trump of trading.
Delta NQ on the 5.
I think it's mainly because it's almost like you kind of get tired of winning so much. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't think that's why they called me the Trump of trading. They said if Trump had a trade room, this would be it. Oh, okay, well, that's cool. There's a way to have a tool that changes right arrow number bar according to the great speed. automatically. Let me see. Hear that again. Tool that changes to the right algo bar number. Oh, that actually, dude, you do not want that, bro. You do not want that, Salvo. Oh, come on, bro. All right, let's leave the ideas there. You want the algo bar to change.
37.
Imagine you're in the middle of a trade. The speed changes and it changes to a thing, and all of a sudden it just changes your whole chart to another bar, bro. Think about what you just said. All right, go to your room and think about what you've said. This is on the app. We should have a way to collab with fellow AB traders like the nomads have on YouTube. What? Oh, what? Okay, this is another one. Okay, on the app, we should have a way to collaborate. Okay, well, why don't you elaborate on your collaborate? Because let's think that through. On an app on your phone, how are you going to communicate with other? And what if the other traders don't want to talk to you? Okay, first of all, like, that's what Discord is, right? The Discord community, like, let's be honest, you can't beat a Discord for a layout for a trading community. That's why all the trading communities, use it. I mean, it is because it's not just because it's easy. It really does make sense, right? It makes sense to use that. But when you say collab, like the nomads have on YouTube, what are you talking about? Like the nomads have? Dude, what do the nomads have? You saying getting on a call? Look, dude, I'll do that right now. And they don't let just anybody get on their thing, right? There's their 3 buddies. Voice chat? You're asking to have voice chat? Yeah, it would get real hectic real fast. like that would be insane. You need some leadership in there. But let's say that you did do that. Now, mind you, on Mentorship Monday, we do have open mic. Bloop. Done. We already have that. Right? Ding. Oops, I think I'm in a ticket here. I'm in a tech support ticket. Let me get out of tech support here for the moment. Yeah, open mic. All right, so if you want to come talk with me, here you go. Come on the chat with me. All right, you asked for it. Epic Futures. Get on the mic, bro. Let's talk. Let's talk, bro. Get on the mic right now. Let's go. Prove that you really want that. Prove that you really just want to come and collaborate and hang out. Then come chat. Don't be scared. Anybody else too, come hang out. Let's chat. Let's hang out. Let's have one of those
double delta NQ on the phone
moments. But I'm not going to just invite my friends.
Fib.ym
like the nomads. All are welcome. Yeah, you'd freeze up NT like a boss, Salva. Like, yeah, imagine, so all of a sudden this goes valid speed right now. Okay, so all of a sudden it goes to like, okay, I need to lower the speed. So all of a sudden it shifts to ones while even if you're not in a trade, and it shifts, changes the bars, like reloading the bars, reloading everything, and then it shifts again. Oh, here we go. We got some friends.
DCDM.
All right, y'all give me a shout out. Roll call. When you come on the mic, just introduce yourself. Say, hey, Vinny, so-and-so here. Oh, I want to press this, but I'm not going to. Why? We're not quite at the masher point, and went strong by here for the moment. We are green and green. Missile, I recognize that voice. Is that you, bro?
What's up?
All right, we got Missile here. Who else? I heard somebody else.
Double delta.
Epic is here. I'm looking over. I can see you now.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, look at that. Look, we got the Nomad experience right now. Nomads on the, well, we're not on the Vinny Emini channel here at the moment yet, but Vinny Emini's coming back. It's going to be fun. How's it going? What do you guys want to chat about?
Double delta NQ on the 5.
We should do like competitions between ourselves, like in the Discord, sharing our screens.
Competitions with a screen sharing. Now, how would that go if multiple people are sharing screen at the same time? Walk that through.
Well, they could both get in there and just share their screens, and people could go in there and watch them competing live.
So when they're doing the shares, so I think I can share screen. So I know how to share screen here, but oh, that's right. Discord does allow multiple screen shares, doesn't it, at the same time?
Yeah, that would be cool.
I forgot about that. I have seen that. I think in some other rooms, I like hop into one time and I'm like, whoa, I can see like 3 different people at the same time. That was kind of cool. Okay, and then in a competition, interesting. So I'm hoping you're thinking like not in live, but more sim practice, like practicing for some market replay practice, right?
Fib.ym on the 37.
Yeah, that could be good. I will say, so with those, so here comes the mentor in me. Like, while some things sound like a great idea, here's what ends up happening though. There's additional pressures when people are watching and all that kind of want. It's not great practice to have people watching on your back. It's really not. Now it can be. There's positive pressure. There's also negative pressure on that. But when you are going to be actually trading in the game and there's not going to be anybody else around, if you're actually, working off of the feedback from everybody there and you're not having that, what you're trying to do is simulate the actual live environment. And I've talked about this many times. You are trying to simulate the environment as much as possible to being conducive to what it's going to be like in real life. Because if you are faking it in any way, then you're not getting the same reps. You're not getting the same. Remember, you're not just recording in your mind. You're recording in your fingers. There are reflexes that you are training as you're going through that. But yeah, I mean, I kind of get the idea, and I know on Saturdays, so we have had I really just wanted to compete to see who is live stream, or not who's live streaming, who is practicing market replay on a Saturday, right? And to just be like, I think more of a competition of who spent the most time in market replay, because also I don't want people, deciding that they want to do some other strategy. Because again, I tell you to pick 3 or 4 strategies that are yours. Now we've moved up to 4 or 5. Oh, this is going to be hard for me to dodge this play here. Hold on. We are strong 5. We've got jagged on the tape up into a 24. Am I going to be giving up some 20 or am I going to snap this? Let's see. Where are we on high time frame? High time frame is coming into play. Yeah, we got jagged on the tape here, so I'm worried about stepping in the front of this train here. That looks so juicy, but I'm worried that runs. So I'm going to actually get a measurement. I'm going to press F8. So this is a pro tip here. If you're concerned with a play, like something's going to run, it will usually do a double move out of whatever that play is. Okay, so that would have given me a few ticks there. But that gold line is all the way up there right now. I'm going to Control R, remove all drawing objects, see if I can get a clean chart here because I knew I had drawn some others. All right, so from the prior pivot to the middle of where you wanted to take the play, and then all the way from this big one too. Big one all the way up. Yeah, see how it's running? Okay, so now I've got 2 lines right here. I got this one.
Speed of YM54.
Highlight it really bright, and this one right here. Okay, now I can actually clean this up if I want, and I can remove
upper bands touch YM on the 37.
This line because I've got it drawn already, and I think there was one more. Where'd it go? This one. There we go. So now I can see those. Now that's interesting. That's people selling in on that, selling to them. The white line is right up above. Here and here.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Okay, there's a fib dot for the long side. We are, again, remember we got green arrows and green up moves. It's 147. Like an athlete, you need to practice the right way with the right equipment. Yes, yes. And that's what I'm trying to say is it's not right to try to play against everybody else and looking at their screens and your screens. While it would be fun, it's not conducive. Remember, at the end of the day, I actually want to make great traders. I want to make banger traders where you are putting money in the bank. And unfortunately, competition like that is not going to do that unless it's just encouraging people to go, hey, be practicing today. How long did you practice today? Oh, I practiced for X period of time. But you want to practice well and also not be, tempted by other people's specific. Okay, here we go. There's the double move. We're tapping it once. Let's see if it's finished here. I need a play. We're at a masher.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
We've got a divergence on the higher time frame. Let me look at the distance between these two. So the risk between these two, so it's 37 tick zone here. If I can grab the colors on this. Let me grab the colors. No, it's going to be tricky. Okay. So it's bumping its head a couple times here on that double move, like kind of figured, kind of anticipated. There's the king timing, breaking the bat. Or are we going to pop up here? Okay, we got a red arrow. So now I can look for shorts off of my double move.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Okay, red dot. See, those get
Double delta NQ on the 5.
There we go. 15 ticks. I'll take it. Straight up.
Touch
Beautiful.
on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. Okay, so one of those, back to Lance, where Lance, what he'll say is, he talked about golf with this one in his interview. Like I said, y'all definitely need to go watch this because I'm paraphrasing what he was saying. But in golf, he's using the golf analogy, saying, look, if you got a terrible swing, just going out there and taking a terrible swing over and over again. If you're like, oh, I did 500 reps today. Yeah, but you did 500 reps of your terrible swings. So the way you got to do it is slow it down, replay it, do it again. Like if you didn't hit that red dot right there, okay, today, go back and mark a replay.
NQ on the 5.
Look at the time of day. Go back and play it again. And play it 5 times. That's the other thing. Is he said, okay, now multiply it. Don't just do it once. I kind of like drawing this big thing. Hold on. How big is that? Might be a little too large. How about this one? That's nice and juicy, but not that thick. Okay. So if you, because we're all tempted to take that right there. Okay, I say tempted because look, that's a great play. There's a lot of stuff mashed up right there. But look, was it really worth that risk? Could you have really snagged a bag out of that? Maybe. And this one too. You snagged a bag, that's fine. But we had moved strong by. You started to feel that that push up. We had jagged on the MACV to indicate that look, a train is coming. Like when the rails, I'm picturing, that's what it is. Like when that jagged shows up, it's like the rails are starting to shake. Oh, the train is on the way. Okay, get out of the way. So now I do that double move play, and now look, almost perfect, right? Double moves on plays like that because that's how the algorithms move things. They're like, I want to spend $100 and I want to make 200. It's always a double thing. So he said, go out there on golf and don't just get a bucket of balls and keep swinging your crappy swing. Force yourself into the proper swing and then practice it a lot of times, a lot of reps. Then you're putting what's called perfect practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Practice does not make perfect. That is a false statement that, I don't know, it's been around for a long time. Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So if it wasn't perfect the first time, replay it, play it again. Make sense? Snagged a few 20-30 trades today. Nice. Little hard pounding, got in a live lead market. Other was super simple and easy. Love to hear it. Oh, so he also said, there are different stages when you're early in your game, and he hit this at the end, toward the end of the broadcast. So you need to watch through the entire broadcast. But he talks about where you're at in your trading. Like if you're coming in here and you're seeing me, hit numbers out of the park. You see a lot of our guys hit numbers out of the park. You're gonna be like, oh, I should be hitting numbers out of the park. When you're starting out, you are going to be taking the A+ setups. You're going to be, you're not trying to necessarily hit home runs out of the park. You're gonna, at the same time, you can, grab pieces out of those. But he said, consistent wins versus trying to hit big wins when you're starting out, and the size of your account and the leverage that you have, etc., will be different in what he calls an elite trader, somebody who's been around a long time, versus if you're just starting out. Let's stick to the basics. Let's hit over here, learn the cheat sheet, take the plays. Okay, get your cheat sheet options, play them out, and then as you get better, you'll naturally make that shift into proper sizing and adjusting. And he was talking about being able to take, so like people are saying, Winnie, why don't you just wait until you take higher time frame plays? Well, because you don't have to leave food on the table, which he also mentioned, which is why I'm like, you know what? I like a lot of what he's saying, but he's just teaching what I've already been teaching. And I just don't like that he's like, I'm the only person who's ever taught this. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, and I've been teaching that. And I also built an amazing set of algorithmic code. So what do you got? Shut your mouth. You got a bunch of podcasts. Well, good for you. You know how hard it is to do a podcast? It's not. Shake hands. Now, again, I don't like getting on planes. So for me, it is harder, but it's a personal thing. But you don't think it'd be easier to just like hop on a train, hop on a plane, sit around and talk with people? Come on.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Get out of here. Let's see. Okay, so didn't want to, completely poo-poo on your idea there, but it is that is a distraction if we were to do that kind of competition. So I got to I think I'd probably override that a little bit and go, I don't know. But if y'all want to have a competition on like who spent the most time in market replay this week, that would encourage people to spend the time in it and do it versus dissuading them from, and again, setting up and doing the live stream to it and all that kind of whatnot and the pressure of other people. You are going to trade differently when there's pressure. I've told you before, I do not recommend anyone live streaming their trades. There is what I call extreme pressure. It's extreme pressure, and you should not put it on yourself. I make it look easy, but dude, I've been doing this a long time. Literally been live streaming since 2016. This is my 9th year. You should not be doing this. Do not. Okay. It is not good for you. Now, if you thrive on that pressure, there is exceptions to every rule of thumb. Which again, I'm giving you a rule of thumb. I do not say hard rules because rules should not be broken. But I would not recommend live streaming until you are very good. When you are very, very good and you've got your, you know what, this is my play, what I do, maybe, and I'm trying to develop it in you guys. I hope you are doing this 1-2 thing. You're like, I got a red nerd. I look over here to the right and I'm waiting. I've got a red arrow. Like right now, we are only shorts. Does everybody understand that? Like shorts only. Even when it looks like it's a long play, I got red arrow. I got red on the nerd. Easy. 2 steps. I already know what I'm holding my finger over. I'm holding my finger over the red. You're like, well, what am I looking for? I'm going to say it again until you guys get it. One of these. A red one of these. That's it. How about that? Right? In the direction of our directional bias. These live streams are better than the podcast. I agree. Like, I think, again, I kept craving. I'll tell you what I was craving in that podcast. I was like, he would be describing something on a chart. He's like waving his hands around. Hey, when you get a thing, he's like putting his little hands, his little parallel, like, oh, look at my hands, I'm like, dude, show the chart. Will you show the chart? Like, what color is your chart? You got a white chart like ICT where you go blind every day? Do you have a dark background at least? Are you fucking retarded? Pardon my French. But I kept being like, where's the chart? You hear this song. Don's got his song's on right now. Would you do a podcast? It depends on with who. With Words of Wisdom, maybe. But he actually asked me to come to a podcast one time. I said, cool. I'll dial in. He's like, no, you got to fly to my thing and all that kind of what. I'm like, he would do a Hot Wings podcast and AlgoBox eat hot wings while you trade instead of hot. I just, at the end of the day, we all have ego. I have ego too. I don't think he can do what I do.
Double delta team on the 2. Double delta team on the 2.
He's like, well, you don't have the leverage I have. Well, do you need that much leverage in futures? You don't. It's different. In fact, he was like, I even traded some futures this year. Wasn't that hilarious? Did y'all hear that in the podcast? Yeah, I even dabbled in some futures. I'm like, seriously, bro? You don't know the advantages of futures, like, big time? Like, there's huge advantages here. Everybody's still promoting, like, trading stocks.
Double delta team on the 4.
It's just because he's a narrative guy. He's like, well, do you think Tesla's going to keep going up? He's like, he was even at the end of the podcast. He's like, you know, is your trade that, okay, it's a Trump era after election, blah, blah, blah. So again, he's like, it's a macro thing. It's like, well, I think it's going to go up. Okay. Develop your narrative and be right about it. And when you're right about it, leverage up. And if you're not, cut it short. Wow. You same advice that they talk about on Twitter every day? Wow. Please tell me more. Yeah, come on the scoreboard. Vinny, an extra large mouse pad with the cheat would be cool. Oh, Mr. Hoyt, put that in the wish list. So that is another thing. There was one of our members who ended up having a very, very bad medical situation. He can, I don't even know if he's, I don't know if he's any longer with us. I don't mean us. Like he was, like doctors gave him months to live kind of thing. It was really sad. I should reach out and see how he's doing, if he's around. I don't know. It's just that weird thing. Y'all ever have that? Okay, I don't want to talk about it. It's weird. But he had done AlgoBox gear. Y'all remember the AlgoBox Gears website? So I got my AlgoBox mouse pad next to me. I got my AlgoBox coffee mug right here next to me. Got those off of AlgoBox Gears, but when he went away, like we don't have it anymore. So I need to bring that stuff back, but I'm going to put it on our site as an actual AlgoBox shop. But I might call it Gears to give homage to the original OG who who originally created that for us, and all of our AlgoBox hats and shirts and all that kind of cool stuff. My kids even have the AlgoBox blanket he originally created. Pretty cool. Okay, that might be late Nate. I'm going to take a PRZ cross short right here to the front of the PRZ for target 1 to get me to 21. PRZ cross. When it was fast, it's not going to last. That looks like a late Nate on a scenario like that. It's like up and up and up. So if somebody's finally like, okay, I'll get long. Okay, I'll get in there. And they're like, you might want to think about that. Now, I'm not saying this is going to, not going to keep running. It may absolutely keep running. But I thought it might take a pause there and make late Nate.
Speed of YM65.
And it was a PRZ cross.
Speed of YM65.
Easy. Hashtag too easy.
Double delta.
One of our plays. So how did I skip this one so easily? Yeah, green. Oh, you guys can't see this over on the right, but you had the green arrow.
Upper bands touch YM37.
Okay, some craziness getting in here. Okay, get ready. It's saying get ready. Take the next play.
Upper bands down.
We're coming into a masher. Coming into a mash.
Fib.ym on the 2. Double delta NQ.
Okay, it's a green dot.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
All right, closing it out. Targets filled to get me to 22. What to do? All right, so ready DD, green dot, taking it up. Grabbed it for a bag. See, what was the measure on that? About 20 ticks. Not bad. Control E. There she is. Caught the bottom off of the green dot, up in it. Yeah, about 28 ticks. Not too shabby. Simple. Get ready. We teach you this in our trainings. Get ready. That's step 1. Ready. Take the next play. Green dot. Boom. Cool. Next. Next. Now, I'm not trying to hold this for a super bagger. It's just a dot. Now, if it was something more, I don't know, Enigma plus a cross, something boss, then I might hold it for a little bit longer, Well, maybe you don't know. Stay around a while. Watch a little bit. You just might learn something. Late Nate must be well funny. He keeps pressing the button.
Speed of YM62. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch YM on the 37. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, it looks like at 3 drives. We might start to feel it back here. Let's look to see, watching for the red arrow to show up. Oh, well, I gotta take that.
Speed of YM76.
Oh, it snapped. Okay. Oh, I got robbed. I got robbed. It went there. It went there. That was terrible execution on my part. Vinny, go back and practice that. Go back and practice that, bro. All right. Okay, we got the red arrow on the MACV. Up into king timing.
Upper bands touch on the 37.
Kicking myself for botching that. I should have gotten more out of that. Moron. Could have gotten more on that. Moron.
Short on the NQ5.
Could have gotten more on that, bro. 22K with every new day. It has been seems like a theme lately.
Speed of YM54.
But this is like market volatility. I mean, yes, our system has gotten better. Yes, the tools have gotten better. Yes, I've gotten better at playing it. Yes, Ready DDs are a game changer. Literally having the colors and seeing them stacking in places is a game changer. But the volatility has absolutely helped us with this. Everybody understand? All right. 2 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B. I am sending out the Big H-Town. Oh, yeah. What's up, Missile? All right, brother. Have a good one. We'll talk soon.
See ya.
Art team. Show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
YM61.
Rewind.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta YM on the 5.
Rewind.
Fib.ym on the 2.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
DCDM YM on the 2.
Delta 5
Fib.ym on the 2.
Harmonic pattern. Order filled. Target filled.
Enigma short YM double delta beam on the 2.